This is Mosaik, live from the Freak Sanctum, and I am back, my fellow freaks, because we have 18 days until the Power Rangers movie premieres, and it is Power Rangers month, so let's get on with this new top 10. Top 10 Power Rangers suit designs. Everybody loves all of the multicolored spandex, so we're going to count down my top 10 favorites. Go ahead and leave your top 10 favorites down in the comment section below. And without further ado, let's get to it. Now we have two honorable mentions, the first of which being the samurai suits. I do love how they actually look like traditional samurai garb, like robes, but they still actually manage to hold the whole spandex ranger aesthetic. You know, it's very nice, very clean. Secondly, gotta give a shout out to the Mighty Morphin suits. Personally, I find them just a little bit too plain, except for the helmets. You know, the helmets look very nice, and I really like them, but the rest of the suit, it's very bland, in my opinion. Sorry. Still, they're the original suits, and you can't do this list without them. Coming in at the number 10 spot, we have the RPM suits. Now, these suits had to grow on me. I didn't like them at first, but as I watched the show, I did grow to appreciate them much more. These suits actually have a lot that make them stand out, such as the safety straps that go across the chest, and they actually have on the cuffs of the wrist, they have tires or gears that they can actually grind against the foe as an attack. That I find is really, really cool. They all have their own neat little symbol that helps them stand apart other than their colors, and the helmet design as well. And while these suits had to grow on me, I will say that I did grow to appreciate them a lot more once we found out a lot about Dr. K. No spoilers there. On to the number 9 pick. We have the suits from Dino Charge. Now, Dino Charge, these also were suits that had to grow a lot on me, but they do look a lot better, in my opinion, than the RPM suits. Like the silver cuff things on their fists. I do like that. It gives them more of a primal look, you know, like claws. And I do particularly like the helmet design a lot, you know, with the dinosaur mouth motif. And they can have teeth along it, and it looks really cool. It helps them stand out. I always just felt like these suits seemed a little lopsided, with the whole one side has the shoulder plate, but the other side doesn't. Also, the stripe across it also seemed a little out of place to me, but like I said, it grew on me, and I do actually really, really like the suits now. In the number 8 slot, we have the Wild Force suits. There are a lot of things to love about the Wild Force suits. Even if they do seem just a teeny bit cluttered, I like it. I like how much intricate design they put into these. You know, I love the little animal symbol on the chest. I love the whole the claws that they have on the gloves. I love that. You know, the animal design looks more accurate on these than a lot of other seasons, pretty much any other season, honestly. You know, it like really, really good helmets, in my opinion. I also love how the golden stripe across their chests actually designates a sort of ranking system. You know, Alyssa seems to be 1, Danny 2, Max 3, Alyssa 4, and Cole 5. 5 being top, which, hey, that actually is kind of cool. The symbol on their chest can grow when their animal is trying to connect with them and trying to talk to them, which is really interesting. You know, there's just a lot of really cool things about these suits. Plus, they have the ornate trimmings like the belt and the cuffs. Hey, all around, fairly solid suit design. Maybe just a little cluttered, but I can look past that because they do look very, very cool. At number 7, we have the Time Force suits. These suits, in my opinion, are very, very cleanly designed. They're very, very streamlined, very solid in their colors, with the exception being the white around the sort of symbol that they have that sets them apart and makes each suit unique. That's also on their helmets. That's another really cool thing I like about the helmets is the visor shape. It's weird and it's futuristic looking, just like the rest of the suit. I feel like with the utopian future that they seem to have created, everything would be very clean and very, structured, and that's what these suits look like to me. So I think it's very fitting of the season overall. In the number 6 slot, we have the SPD suits. These, just like the Time Force suits, are fairly cleanly designed, but they do have a bit more flair than the Time Force suits, in my opinion, due to the stylized number on their chests. I think that's a really cool feature. It also helps with ranking them in the hierarchy of a police style organization. The colors, again, are very solid, and they even have a cool little other way of designating their rank in the team with the segmented shape on top of the visor, which yeah, the one if depending on how many like segments it's cut into, it actually designates their rank on the team, which is really cool. Um, Other than that, it's just a fairly solid suit design. I just really enjoy looking at it. At number 5, we have the Lightspeed Rescue Suits. I've liked these suits pretty much since I saw them. For one simple reason, most of all, the helmets. I love how the helmets have no mouthpiece. They don't have any mouth, anything whatsoever. It's just a shield. I always thought that was really, really cool. And it's another kind of thing that we'll see later on in this list. I also love the nice balance on the chest of white and red. I love how it's sort of patterned out after the shield that they used to morph. It's really, really cool in my opinion. Overall, the rest of the suit, it's just standard solid color, and I really, really like just how balanced the suits are. And I don't know, it just seems very fitting for a government peace organization. Like I just love it. All right, number 4, the Dino Thunder suits. Oh my god, these are so cool for so many reasons. I love all of the gold parts. I love the gold on the symbol. I love the gold on the belts. I love the stripes, the white stripes down the side, or gold or black in the case of Tommy and Trent, respectively. I love how just so freaking cool they look. They look primal. They look like I don't know, like they look like dinosaurs really were infused into the powers. Like it's so cool. I love it. At the number 3 spot, we have the Jungle Fury suits. What I really love, like they do continue the whole strike thing that I liked in Dino Thunder, albeit in a different way. But what I really love most about these suits is that they have no belt. Jungle Fury is a series very heavily centered in its martial arts style. So, giving them suits that really let them embrace that, not giving them just weapons because. I really do like how it lets them focus on the martial arts and get back to that because a lot of series were really getting away from it. I also love the boots on their suits. I don't know why. I don't know why, but they definitely unique. I like a lot of things about Jungle Fury. At the number 2 spot, we have the Ninja Storm suits. Extreme ninjas. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. But like the Ninja Storm suits, they are very, very stylized. They're supposed to be ninjas, right? So instead of having the weapons on the hip like usual, they have them on their back, which also allows them to do martial arts much cleaner, much better, much more in the style of your average ninja. And they actually continue that ninja motif throughout the suit, with the way the chest is shaped, with the way their gloves are. Also, I really love the silver sleeves, the silver parts on their suits. It helps them stand out. I love how their visors can actually open up. They were the first really ever to do that, and it's just something that we don't see very often anymore, if at all. So I really like that. Something else I found really interesting was how each ranger had a different symbol on their chest. It wasn't just the symbol of their season. No, it was actually like the symbol of the style of martial art, the school, the sword and faction that they actually came from. Like Shane's air, Tori's water, and Dustin's wind. It looks really cool. And here we go with the number one spot. It was very hard, but I had to give it to the Mystic Force suits. Mostly for capes! They got capes! They have capes! It's so cool! Oh my god. Okay, getting down to it. Also, I really love the gold parts of their suits. I love how they're very ornate, which feels magical. It just feels really mystical. And this is Mystic Force. I also like how they have the lines on their suits. It actually forms up into the M, which is kind of like a symbol. Like they have their symbol, which is really cool, but they also have but it also forms sort of an M on their suits, which I thought was fairly interesting. They also have different animal things on their helmets, which I thought was very interesting. But overall, these are just so good looking. I love looking at them. Every time I watch Mystic Force, it's just really, really good. Thank you for joining me. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Go ahead and share it with all your friends. Subscribe down below for you so you don't miss any more Power Rangers month. Check out some of last week's videos in case you missed them. Tune in on Wednesday when I count down the top 10 Megazords. Woo, baby. Until then, as always, this is the Free Sanctum, and this is Mosaik signing off.